Hello, this is Jamal Johnson from Support Services, and what I'm going to walk you through in this video is moving your archive files. Now, if you don't archive your emails, you can stop the video now. There's no need to proceed any further. This will not pertain to you at all. But if you do archive your current emails and you keep archive on your Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, then this is going to be very important. If you do not move your archive files over to your new laptop, you will not be able to access them on your new laptop. So, first thing that we have to do is we have to locate these archive files. So make sure that Microsoft Outlook is closed. Make sure that you close out of all of Microsoft Outlook, otherwise you won't be able to move this at all. So I'm on my old laptop and I'm searching for archive files. Now they could be in one of two places. When we set up people with archiving or when we direct people to archive their emails, the place that we direct them to is on the C drive. So we're going to go to the C drive and look for it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on my Windows Explorer, and I'm going to go to C drive, and you should have a folder that says Outlook Files. If you don't have this folder, don't panic yet, because we have another way that we can look for these archive files. So from here, I'm going to go to Outlook Files, and I should have archive in here, and this is called a PST file. If you have more than one, more than likely you have more than one folder in your Outlook for archive files. So you can take one, you can take all of them. I would suggest copy in and paste in all of what you have. It may take a long time to do this process, but we're going to go through it nonetheless. So you may have your Outlook files here, and that's good and fine. So the other place that we're going to look, and I'm just going to push this folder to the side here, and I'm going to click on the Start button, and on your paper you should have a path to your Outlook folder that's located on your laptop. Again, we're still on your old laptop, and what I'd like for you to do is enter that path that's on your paperwork, or you can follow along with the video and I'll walk you through exactly what we have to type in. It's going to be the %, and then I'm going to type in local app data, local app data. I'm going to close that with another %, and then I'm going to use the backslash right above the enter key, and I'm typing in Microsoft. Yep. And then another backslash, and then I'm going to type in Outlook. Once you hit enter, it should take you directly to your local Outlook folder. And you should see, or you may not see, your archive files in here. If you do happen to see your archive files in there, that's fine. We can go ahead and I want you to keep that open as well. But if you don't see any in there, you can go ahead and close it out. Now, not to confuse you, but we have to open up yet again another folder. And again, this is assuming that you have archives in both locations, both the Outlook Files folder and your Outlook folder that's located on your laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I clicked on the Start button, and we're going to go to Computer, and let me move this over as well. So from Computer, we're going to go to My Documents. Okay? So My Documents, what we have to do is we have to move these archive files into a folder so that we can then again move them onto our new laptop. It may sound a little confusing, but as we go through the steps, hopefully it'll clarify a couple of things for you. But what we're going to do is we're going to look inside of our My Documents folder. Let's go in here for a second. And as you see, I have a folder already that says Outlook Files. Now, you may not have this folder. If you have it, that's fine. But if you don't, I'd like for you to click on New Folder right here and then create a brand new folder that says Outlook Files. And then hit Enter. I can't do that because I already have one that says, as you see, I already have one that says I have an Outlook Files folder. If you get this, this means you already have the folder that says Outlook Files. And that's fine. Let me go ahead and get rid of that folder there. Okay, there we go. So I'm going back to Outlook Files. And I actually already have an archive file in here. Which, if you just created the folder, there'll be absolutely nothing in there, which is fine. But if you already have one in there, what I'd like for you to do is we're going to have to overwrite that file. Meaning that I want you to take your archive files back here. Remember, we were Outlook Files, or we are in the Outlook file that's on a local machine, one or the other, and we need to move that over here to My Documents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to click on him and drag him over here. And you may get a prompt that says that there's already a file with the same name in this location. And what you can do, what I'd like for you to do is do a copy and replace. And what that's going to do is it's going to replace the old archive file with the newer one that's coming from your machine, and it's going to replace it on the network. So go ahead and do that. It may take a while for everything to move over. For time's sake, I'm not going to hit copy and replace, but we're going to go ahead, and I'd like for you to go ahead and click that if that is the option. Remember, if you have several of these files, if you have several of them here located in Outlook Files, or if you have some that are located just in this Outlook folder, then I'd like for you to move all those over here to your My Documents and your Outlook Files there. Hopefully everything makes sense. So once you hit copy and replace, it may take a while for everything to move over. It could potentially be a while, depending on how many files you have, how big your file is. This file in particular is about 4 gigs, so it would take approximately 20 minutes for everything to move over. But we're going to move along as if we've already done that. So we moved everything over to our Outlook Files on our My Documents. So once everything's moved over, you can close these out. Just go ahead and close these out. You don't need them anymore. Don't want to confuse you any further. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the screen that's my new laptop is on. So from your new laptop, you're required to do a little bit of work here as well. Now on your new laptop, what you have to do is just go ahead and pull up a folder. Again, make sure that Outlook is not open at all. And in the folder you pulled up, you're going to go to your local disk, your C drive. And you're not going to see an Outlook Files folder here. So you're going to have to actually go ahead and create that. So new folder, I'm going to type in Outlook Files. And this is on your new laptop, so your new archive file is going to be located here. But it's not there yet. So I'm going to move this over. Okay, I'm going to move this over. Okay, and I'm going to go into my documents now. So to get to my documents, I can click on Start, I can go Documents, okay, and in my Documents, this is still on your network drive, you should be able to see your Outlook Files folder. And there's the archive file that I moved over earlier. So what I want to do, I want to move this, remember you're on my Documents, and I'm going to take it and I want to drag it over to my new Outlook files that I just created. Now this also may take a similar amount of time that it took to move from one point to the next. But you just have to, again, you have to be patient and allow everything to move over. If you don't allow everything to move over, it may cause problems. You won't lose any information, but the information coming from the network onto your PC, onto your laptop, it could cause problems there. So make sure that this fully completes before you go any steps further. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make sure that the archive file moved over to your Outlook files that's on your C drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click Outlook files, and you should see it right here. Alright, so now we can close everything out. And now we're going to open up Outlook. And what we want to do is we want to set up our archives to continue to archive our old emails. And by doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, and we're going to go to Options, and from Options we're going to select Advanced. And then Auto Archive Settings. And then you should have this small window here that says Auto Archive. So go ahead and click on that. And what you want to do is you're going to check that to make sure it runs every 14 days. So every 14 days your archives will run. You don't have to worry about doing it on your own. Everything will run in the background. Now the only thing that you have to change here on this screen is where the Move Old Items To field is. So we're going to click on Browse, and it needs to know where it needs to move the old items to. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the same folder, the same item that we just moved over. It may bring you to your My Documents and Outlook files. You don't want to go there. What you want to do is you want to go to your local disk, C drive, Outlook files, and then Archive. And make sure it looks just like that when you're done. It says C, Outlook files, archive.pst. Then you're going to click OK, and then you're going to go to click OK again, and then what you're going to do is you're going to notice that everything is going to be updating thereafter. So it's going to take a while for all your archives to, if you archive normally, it's going to take a while for everything to come together, but all those archive emails will be located on your folder here on the left hand side once you get that created. So what we'll have to do is we're going to have to create an actual archive folder. And how we do that is we go to click on File again. Sorry, I don't want to move too fast. Click on File, go to Archive Settings and Account Settings, and we're going to select Data Files. And you want to add a data file, so we can click on Add. And of course, we want to go back to C Drive, Outlook Files, Archive, and click OK. Okay, from here, what you'll want to do is you want to close out Outlook, and once you go back in, your archive file should be located on your screen on the bottom left hand side. I actually will not be able to do it on mine because I do not archive my emails. So you won't see it on mine, but you should see it on yours. I only had the archive files there just for the demonstration. So again, if you have any questions or problems moving your archive files, I would like for you to again refer to the sheet. You can refer to other parts of this video, or feel free to contact us and we'll be more than glad to help you out. Thanks a lot.